and you are willing to momentarily believe in a lie in order to fulfill your desires. But you're pretending that that's not the way it is. You're pretending that the urges come from somewhere outside of yourself. And that's a lie. That's not true. People pretend, oh, it's the addiction, it's the urges, it's not me, I want to do nofap, I want to be sober. No, man. You fucking don't. You value PMO. You value the way that it makes you feel because your goal is to get high. Or your goal is something. Whatever your goal is, you are going to value the things that you think will fulfill your goal. Maybe your goal is PMO itself. Everyone is different. Everyone has different goals and priorities with life. But I'm telling you this, whatever your strongest priorities are, your strongest values in life are going to be the things which you believe will help you to achieve those priorities or those goals. Anyone could figure this shit out when you take responsibility. That's how you find out the fucking truth, by taking some damn responsibility, man. That's how you find the source of your problems. Not by pretending you're a victim. And you know, man, I've studied addiction for a long time, okay? Not in textbooks, not in college courses. I've studied it firsthand in my own life and experience. I've studied it on the streets, and I've coached many people, and I've talked to many addicts. And this is what I can gather. That the goal that people have, which drives them to take drugs, is either one of two things. Either they want to get high, or they want to get by. Getting by means forgetting about their problems. As far as I can reckon, those are the two number one top priorities which drive people to take drugs. Either they want to get high or they want to get by. My dad always told me I need to drink because it helps me to get through the day. He was drinking to get by. That's what my dad always said. I always remember that shit. My dad always said, I need my beer to get by. It helps me to get through the day. So he was taking alcohol to help himself get by. Doesn't make him a bad person. That's just what his priorities were. His top priority was getting by. You know? And he only started saying that after his son died. His first son, my brother Ramian. So it doesn't make him a bad person. It just means that his top priority was forgetting about his pain. His goal to forget about his pain and to feel okay was greater than his goal to be sober and not be an alcoholic. My dad died of alcohol. My dad died of alcoholism. He died of a liver failure from drinking so much for years and years and years. And, you know, I think there was a lot of factors in that, you know. I mean, my dad was a PMO addict, and, you know, any PMO addict is going to struggle to have a healthy relationship. So by the time my dad met my mom, just like me, by the time I met Shayla, the very first day I was a horrible fucking partner. I was doing horrible things because of PMO. PMO turns you into the worst partner. And that's the same thing with my dad, you know? And, you know, he just had a sad life, you know? Because he was a PMO addict and an alcoholic. He was, you know, after his son died, you know, he just became kind of a nasty person. I don't know the whole story, I suppose, because I was a little kid when all this stuff was happening, when my parents got a divorce and everything. But, my dad kind of got distanced from his family. And my dad just had a sad life. He wanted to be with his family, and he couldn't be with his family nearly as much as he wanted to be. And, it was just the alcohol, and it helped him to get through the day, as he put it, Not to go on and on and on about my story, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to teach you guys why people take drugs, why people aren't sober. And that's one of the number one reasons. I've met so many people that use PMO to help deal with their pain. Maybe some fucked up shit happened when they were kids. I met a lot of PMO addicts like that, man. They had a horrible childhood, and PMO was always there for them to help deal with their pain. But you know what, man? I'm sorry, but it's not serving you anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to live a new life, bro. Maybe you had a horrible life. Maybe you still do. But you know what? The truth is, PMO only ever ruined your life. And every time you go back, it just keeps ruining it. And everything to do with PMO takes you back to PMO. And that's the damn truth. So are you going to live in the truth, or are you going to live in the lies? So let's break down the process, okay? You have a certain goal and a certain priority and a certain value system, which ultimately leads you to desire PMO. But you know PMO is bad. You tell yourself a lie that makes PMO seem justifiable and okay. You believe the lie that you've told yourself, and you do PMO. And once it's done, once it's over and finished, you come face to face with the truth, whether you like it or not, whether it's painful or unpainful, and it's always fucking painful. And what is the truth that you have to come face to face with after every single relapse? Not sometimes, not once in a while, every single time you ever relapse, what is the truth that you come face to face with? The truth is that PMO has ruined your life and continues to do so. Now here's the problem. The problem is your number one goal in life is not living in accordance with the truth. And that's a problem. Your choices is a direct result of your top priorities in life. Whatever your priorities are, your mind is going to tell you things which help you to achieve those priorities. That's just how the mind works. So right now, you have two very important priorities. One of them is getting high and forgetting about your problems. Your other top priority is being sober and living in the truth. That's why your mind seems so schizophrenic. That's why it seems like you're being pulled apart in two directions. Because your two biggest goals in life are completely contradictory. You know, man, there came a day for me after years of lying to myself and relapsing, where I came to a very deep resolution in my heart to change my goals on that day. I decided that living in the truth is my number one goal, my number one priority from here on out. That's what a lot of people say. How many times have you heard someone say, "That's it, man, I'm never doing PMO ever again. This is day one, and I'm never doing it for the rest of my life." And 5 days later, "Oh, PMO, fap. Oh, I fucking love PMO. I love this so much. I fucking love this so much. Oh, PMO, fap. And then when it's all over, boom, you come face to face with the truth again. Damn. I fucked up. It's because you're not fucking changing the system. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to be the same person you've always been, live the same life you've always lived, have the same value system, the same priorities. You're just the same fucking person. And you're trying to make all these new choices. That's never going to fucking work. You got to change your priorities. You got to change your goals. That's going to change your values. That's going to change your desires. That's going to change who you are. And you know what, man? When you change your priorities in life, when you make your number one priority in life living in alignment with the truth, that's the day you're going to stop lying to yourself. If the number one thing that you care about in life is living in the truth, you're going to stop lying to yourself. And it all begins with a very simple question. On the other side of answering this very simple question lies all the help that you will ever need. And this question is, what has PMO done but ruin my life? What has it done? Has it done anything but ruin my life? The problem that people have is, as I said, they don't see this whole process, this whole psychological process, because they keep blaming everything else. It's not me, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's not me. I didn't want to relapse, it was the demons. It was Satan. It was this, it was... No, it was you. And I know, bro, you can't pull that shit on me, bro. If anyone knows about dealing with Satan and the devil and sex demons and demons whispering in your ear and having all these demonic thoughts in your head about PMO and this whole demonic addiction and darkness, if anyone knows that shit, it's me. Because I lived it for years and years and years. And you can't fool me, bro. That is not the reason why anyone relapses. You know why? Because you can't tempt someone with something that they don't want. The only reason why the devil can tempt you with all this PMO shit is because you really do want PMO. The devil doesn't tempt you with shit that you don't want. If you don't like drinking, the devil's not going to offer you a drink. So you see, it's you. You have to change. And then the devil and the demons will not be able to tempt you anymore. Because all of a sudden, you don't want what they have to offer. They can only tempt you if you want what they're offering. So you see, it's you. You see, the fundamental truth, the fundamental thing that needs to change is you. That's why you're stuck in a cycle. That's why you're stuck in the PMO cycle, because you're not taking responsibility. You keep saying, oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's the urge, it's the demons, it's the addiction, it's not me, I didn't want a fat man. No. That's why you're stuck in the fucking PMO cycle, because you refuse to take responsibility. But some people do take responsibility. They just they don't care that much. They would rather live a lie and be in their comfort zone and live a lie. They would rather do that. They would rather continue doing PMO and live a lie, even though they know they're living a lie. It's okay. They still do it because they didn't change their priorities in life. That's what I'm saying, man. For a long time, like a year, I knew that, well, ever since day one, I knew that it was me. That's one thing about me. And I think it's because I've been studying success for so long, success philosophy. And that's the first thing you learn in success philosophy is that you are responsible for your life. But my point is, I knew I was living a lie. I was living a lie, and I knew I was living a lie, but I realized it. I realized I would rather live a lie and keep doing PMO and keep being the same. I would rather do that than change. Even though I know it's ruining my life, I know it's fucking up my life, I choose to keep living a lie. versus living in the truth. Why? Why did I do that? Because I didn't change my priorities. My priority was still the same. You see? So it didn't matter. It didn't matter if I knew I was living a lie. It didn't matter because I didn't change my priorities. It wasn't until I changed my priorities to my number one priority was living in the truth. That's when shit changed for me. That's when I stopped lying to myself. You see, I canceled out my addict self in the process. I put an end to the PMO cycle. The PMO cycle is perpetuated through lying. So I had to make my number one priority in life the truth. That's when I stopped lying to myself. You see, this is all fucking common sense. Everything I've ever told you guys is so common sense. But you're never going to figure it out when you're pretending you're a victim and not taking responsibility. I put it like this, man. Whatever your number one goal is in life, your mind will feed you ideas which help you achieve it. That's simply the way that the mind works. Whatever your number one priority is, your mind is going to help you to achieve it. It's just how we're wired as creatures. Probably for survival reasons, right? Mating reasons, survival reasons, getting food, you know what I mean? Your mind is going to come up with ideas to help you to achieve your goals. The problem is, your number one goal is PMO. This is why sometimes your mind says, or rather you say, I got to do nofap. I got to be sober. That's the answer. I got to do this, man. I got to do nofap. I got to be sober. Let's do this. Got to follow my heart. Got to do what is right. But sometimes you're thinking the complete opposite. Sometimes you're thinking, I want to do PMO, and you know what? Fuck nofap. There's not even any benefits. You know what? This is pointless. I'm just going to fap. You know what? I might as well fap. Well, you know what? So I might as well fap. Well, you know what? Just a little bit of this. So I might as well fap. Well, you know what? So I think I'm going to fap. Because you fucking want to fap. It's not the demons. It's not the urges. It's not the addiction. It's not this. It's not... No, it's fucking you and your priorities, man. And right now, you have two very conflicting priorities. That's why you're stuck in the cycle. The reason you're stuck in the PMO cycle is because you don't realize that you're the one who's in control of the cycle, because you're not taking responsibility. You keep telling yourself, oh, it's not me, Gabe. Now I know why I relapsed. I relapsed because I didn't meditate. I relapsed because I didn't take a cold shower. Now I realize, Gabe, it's because I ate the cooked food. Gabe, it's because of this. It's because I went on Instagram. Gabe, it's because of this. It's because of that. And Gabe, now I know why. Now I know why I relapsed. It's not me. It's the demons. It's the addiction. It's the urges. It's my mind. It's my family. It's the stress. You don't know. You're not going through what I'm going through. You don't fucking know. It's because I don't have a girlfriend. It's because my life sucks. It's because my life is so hard. That's why I'm doing PMO. How dare you challenge my fucking beliefs, Gabe? It's because I don't have a girlfriend. That's why I'm doing PMO, because my life fucking sucks. And that's why you're stuck in the PMO cycle. Because you keep telling yourself, it's not me. It's a way of self-preservation. Because if it's not you, you don't got to change. Because you don't fucking want to change. Your number one priority in life is PMO. So you don't want to change. You of course, you're not going to want to change because your number one priority is getting high and getting by and taking drugs and doing PMO. That's your number one priority. So of course, why would you want to change? You're already succeeding at that. You're already the world's most successful fapper. Why the fuck would you want to change? So people lie to themselves. They say, it's not me. It's not me. Why? Why do people say that? Because they don't want to fucking change. That's why people say it. That is why people say, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's this. It's that. But it's definitely not me. And if it's not you, you don't got to change. That's why people keep fucking telling themselves the lies. Because that means you don't got to change. Because you don't want to change. But instead of just admitting this to yourself, you keep fucking lying.